Okay, start of day 3. I got some sleep, but excuse me, the boat is just all over the place and has been for 24 hours, which is fun. I actually feel a little bit sick. Don't tell anyone. I think it's that stuff that I'm drinking though. Every time I have a bottle of it, it knocks me sick. I think it's been in my car for a month getting heated up and cooled down. It's probably gone off. But hey, that's all I've got. So I'm at Totland Bay and I'm heading to Portland Marina. I'm delirious, I've had no sleep. Yeah, so anyway, I'm worried about getting the anchor up. I've got a feeling it might get stuck in some weed, but we'll see what happens. I'll have the engine going and then I think I've got space to just stick the head sail straight up and go straight off down the Needles Channel. Try and avoid the Lulworth or whatever it is, MOD place. And crack on. Got to do some bits around the boat to get her ready for going. Yeah, here we go, another day. We've got problems, I've got no power to the engine or the control box. I've no idea. So I'm going to have to diagnose that. I can't stand up though because the boat's frigging everywhere. Can't stand up, can't get to anything. Sailing. Fun though, isn't it? She's running. I had to hotwire it across the solenoid. As soon as I did, the panel started making a noise as well, so there's a loose wire or something somewhere, but it started. Okay, now I'm getting thrown all over the place. I don't know how I'm going to get this anchor up. I've got probably 20 odd knots on the nose. It's going to be fun, I can tell you that. I don't know if I pressed record. You can't see me. I can't get to where you can see me. I don't know if I pressed record when I was getting the anchor up, but I wanted to just pull the anchor up, get the head sail straight out and get moving. I didn't need the engine, even though I managed to get it started. Just going past some Needles. Massive ship behind me. I don't know if you can see it. It was cool. Like holding station, doing some work or something. Just trying to sort of figure out where I'm going and not go too close to anything. Yeah, we're going. But there's a helicopter landing on the ship. You probably won't see it. I need a zoomy camera really. Hey well. An update. I'm heading towards a buoy thing. And then I'm going to turn right a bit. I'm hand steering because the wind vane can't really keep up with the following seas. Sort of, I'm right on the edge of how downwind I can go. So if I allow the wind vane to steer, then the jib backwinds occasionally. So I'm doing it myself. Yeah, pretty uneventful. Probably 1 metre swells following seas. Seen videos of people saying, oh, we were just surfing down the waves. Now I know what that's like because I've been surfing down waves and it's awesome. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's just beautiful. I get used to this. I was really anxious about today. Sort of how rough it was in the anchorage. I was thinking, oh, it's going to be terrible out there, and everybody's like doomsayers and oh, you'll be doing this and it's 12 foot, 15 foot, 18 foot waves and all the rest of it. So I thought, right, I'm just putting the jib up. I don't want to overpower the boat. Then the engine wouldn't start. Like, oh, this is a series of unfortunate events unfolding. Got the engine started. I don't know if I pressed record or not. You'll know by now anyway. But got the engine started. Didn't use it. Just sort of anchor came up awesome, and I just sort of bore away to a starboard tack, which is what I wanted to be on. So I just hoisted the sail up and got sailing away, faffed about with the wind vane just to get me on a course sort of thing, and then That was it. I was out of there, dodged a couple of pots and gone. As I say, I'm just sort of right on the, all the way down the channel. I was right on the cusp of what I could do downwind with just the jib. I'm glad I didn't put the main up because I'm making decent enough speed, and it's just another thing to manage, isn't it? So yeah, I think I can start turning a bit now and get on a bit more of a beam reach. Right, grand life, grand life. I'm going to get sunstroke again. I'm going to sit on the other side of the boat. Auf Wiedersehen. Hi, what's that on my boat? I've just been putting the anchor to bed. I'm tied up. Putting the anchor to bed. Doing a bit of surfing, which is nice. Beam reach. Seas are probably a metre maybe. Yeah, it's actually more comfortable here than the cockpit. I might just go sleep here for a bit. Pretty cool, isn't it? Well, I'll admit, I had a bit of a moment. Got a little bit emotional. It's just beautiful, man. It's just what I wanted to do for so long. And I'm doing it. I'm not doing it properly because I should have the main up as well. I'm underpowered. Because I'm downwind, I think I'd have to round up to get it up. And the amount of time that it takes for me to set something up to round up, then get up to the mast, and then hook on and feed the cars into the track and all the rest of it. Sort of, I've stalled and the boat's all over the place. So I'd have to switch the end motor on, I think, and motor into the wind a little bit to do it. But still making decent ground. I think I'm doing 5 knots, something like that. But obviously I've got the tide, and I think the tide's only going to build as well. So I'm on the sea. This is what I wanted to do. So why make it end any faster? I'll tell you why. Because I'm having a burger and a pint and sleeping at a dock where I'm not rolling from side to side all night. To get the main up on an asymmetrical spinnaker and put the engine on and put the outboard on and everything else. Oh man, just look. Seas are off my starboard quarter, maybe a metre or so. Every now and again a bigger one comes through. Just surfing down them. Man, I know it won't always be like this. I know it'll be hell and raining and stupid however many knot gusts and getting tossed about like a turd in a piss pot, but man, these days. Whew. Anyway, stop waffling. I'm struggling to get where I want to go. It's dead downwind. I've tried as close as I can on a starboard tack and it's just putting me into the headland, so tried going wing on wing to go directly downwind, but the problem is there's like 2 metre swells now, so I can't fill the sails and I can't haul out the jib, so I'm trying to get out a little bit and then maybe try and make a run for it. Don't know what that was in the water, a red thing. I mean, the tide's pushing me generally in the direction anyway. I may end up dropping the main because it's just stealing wind from the jib and I'm getting no drive. I mean, I think I was doing 6.5 knots, but I just can't get the angle. I can't get the sails to stay filled. I'm doing my best. The swell's from a different direction to the wind, so sort of constantly fighting. But alas, It takes a bit more time when I get there at night. I get there at night, don't I? So I'm using my arm as a shock absorber on the main sheet. Because there's nothing I can do about the jib. You can't see me. Hi! So this headland over here, you can see it wherever it is. Obviously I don't want to drive into it. Now, on the apps and everything, my course over ground tells me that I'm going to miss it by a way because I've got tide coming from my starboard beam. But it still looks like I'm very close to it, so I may actually end up just tacking the other way for 20 minutes with the tide up my backside. That's got to be 3 miles. That'll probably put me in better stead for the Lulworth range as well. The swells are really getting up. Obviously they'll look completely flat to you, but this is whoop. Yeah. Yep. I'm doing what I can. This is the area that somebody told me to avoid, and I know why. It's not an issue or anything, but you know, I'm just heading a bit south. The headland's over there, I did clear it, but just see loads of breaking waves over in that area, so just going to cut south till it smooths out over there a bit, and then I'll actually be on a better point of sail anyway. Yeah, again it'll look flat. Well, at the minute it's pretty flat, but before, like, a lot of rollers just came through straight over the side and pissed me wet through. Oh man, it's friggin' awesome, this.
Smith room, Smith Way. Did you copy that, Craig?
Yeah, Barford's up now, yeah, he's just coming around to the head.
Okay.
Lulworth Range Safety Boat, this is Sailing Vessel Demetrius, over.
Demetrius, this is Range Safety Craft, go ahead, sir.
Range Safety Craft Demetrius, I'm just heading in from the east. I'm quite a bit north of your position. Do you require me to head south and go around the back of you, or am I okay on this course? Over.
Where are you heading for, sir?
Portland Marina.
Yep, we're firing out to the 5033 line, so if you could stay south of the 5033, transit down there, and as soon as you have Lulworth Cove a beam of you, you may then shape up for Weymouth Portland, but as long as you can stay south of that 5033 line, you'll be clear of us.
Demetrius, remain south of 5033 line. Copied. Out.
Many thanks for the call, sir. Safe journey down for it.
So I went around the firing range thing as instructed, but when I got to the parallel that they said, I completely cocked up. I switched the wind vane the wrong way, rounded up right into the wind, backwinded the jib, everything went tits up. I had to try and disengage everything, get her moving again by hand, and then couldn't get it going right because of the swell. I'm still twisting all over the place, sort of thing, because I've got quite a large following swell. God, I hate downwind. I think I'm gonna like do the trade winds, but the opposite way. It'd probably be easier if I had some downwind sails instead of just the white sails, but or a pole to pull out my jib. But hey ho! So yeah, I had a bit of a faff, but I'm past it now. Got a straight shot-ish to Portland. I think it's about 8 or 9 miles, something like that. Should be there in hour and a half, 2 hours or something. It's all fun and games. I need to stop this squeaking as well. It is not the arrival I wanted. The swells are up to 2 or 3 metres. No, 2 metres. But kicking me all over the place. I've got the head sail down. I tried luffing up to get the main down, but it's got the shit kicked out of me. So yeah, I'm going to try and get inside the entrance. It's quite a big harbour place thing, so hopefully I'll be able to get it down in there where it's a bit calmer. Sailing, eh?
So here we go. I'm coming into the entrance. Yeah, it looks like it's 5 metres wide, but it's actually more like whatever amount is on screen. But yeah, that's because I have no experience. And the swells probably weren't. They were probably a metre, but they just felt like 5 or 6 metres in my head. Just coming through the entrance. Pretty dang cool. And obviously it just completely flattened out then. Yeah, it's like a mill pond. So I've rounded up here. The wind is coming from the east. I'm just dropping the main. I need to figure out a more efficient way of dropping the main, because it's a ball ache raising and dropping the main and heading back to the marina. And here I go to cock up my docking. So the wind is from the east and this dock is north-south. I was actually expecting John and Dan to be on the dock, but they were listening to me for me to call the marina, which I forgot to do. So they weren't there. So I only had bow and stern lines there for somebody to grab, which was not good enough with, don't know, 20 knots of wind trying to blow me off the dock. So I cocked it up. I come in alright, get a line on, come in a little bit fast, but it was windy, and then I mess around with the stern line, and all the time the bow's just creeping off and creeping off and creeping off. So I thought, oh, I'll put it ahead and put the tiller over, and maybe I can fight the wind and get the bow back in. But the point of rotation, the fulcrum, i.e. the line on the dock, was too far astern on the boat, so I had no chance. I just undid it and went round again. I probably could have done something to rescue it. I could have brought the bow line backwards, as my old mate Dave said, and dived off and pulled it in. Yeah, that little sicky face, that's because my arse crack's hanging out. So here, I don't know if you noticed it, but I put the line onto the jib sheet winch instead, so that it was more towards the centre of the boat. That way, when I get it onto the cleat, it's pulling the centre of the boat over. I put a big fendery thing on the back, just in case, and this time when I put the boat into gear and the tiller over, it's got enough, the fulcrum's in the right place, so that it's got enough leverage to push the bow towards the dock, or something like that. I don't know, I'm making it up as I go along, aren't I? Yeah. Bow's coming over now, slowly. And once it's almost touching the dock, I think I dive off and mess around instead of grabbing the... What I should have done is tied the end of that docking line onto the boat, instead of me getting off and having to make it up there, which cost me time, and the bow started going again. But I got there in time and got the bow line on. I have since changed the technique slightly, and I now have a length of rope with the bowline on each bit, and I put it over the 2 winches as I come in, the 2 winches on the same side, and then as I pass the cleat I throw it over, and I can just put it ahead and it'll hold itself against the dock. And that was that. Having a little sit down, Dan and John came, and John, in the red, handed me a can of Stella, which means John is now my friend. Yeah, that was the end of the ordeal. I think it went alright, really. And I haven't left since.
Speaking of not leaving since, I'm still here. And this was actually filmed 2.5 or 3 weeks ago. But look at the place. Why would I want to leave? I am going to leave. Next week? No. It's John's birthday, so I'm staying for John's birthday, and then I need to leave. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Massive thanks to Simon and Gemma at Ship Happens for giving me a big shout out. I think that increased my subscriber count by about 25%. Did I put some scrolly thing on to thank the new patrons? I think I did. And everybody that's bought me a beer, all the super thanks and all that, it really, really helps because I am broke. But yeah, I'm getting there. See you next week. Hey there! Hello, buddy. Hi. How are you? Hey? How you doing, Chief? Can you wobble? Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hi. Oh my God.